Let's now shift our attention to the other big story that we are tracking on WION this hour, where the Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney has begun his official 4-day visit to India. Starting in Mumbai, the trip has a clear focus on expanding economic cooperation. The visit is part of Mark Carney's Indo-Pacific outreach. He'll be headed to Australia and Japan after concluding the India leg of his trip. Now, Mark Carney's first engagement in Mumbai centers on business and investment. He'll be meeting with the leading industry figures, financial experts and representatives of major Canadian pension funds. Interactions with the Indian and Canadian CEOs are aimed at boosting trade flows, encouraging long-term investments and deepening financial collaboration between the two nations. Now, this is in fact the Canadian Prime Minister's maiden India visit after assuming office. After Mumbai, Mark Carney will be travelling to New Delhi on the 1st of March for the final stretch of his visit. On the 2nd of March, he is scheduled to hold talks with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and the delegation-level discussions will take place at the Hyderabad House. The two leaders will review the progress achieved across diverse areas in New Delhi and Ottawa ties, building on their earlier meetings, including in Carney and in Johannesburg last year. Now, Mark Carney's high-profile visit comes at a very important juncture in the normalization of India-Canada bilateral relations. It's also being seen as part of Ottawa's push for a more pragmatic foreign policy and stronger economic ties with India. The Mark Carney's trip marks a potential reset in bilateral ties with India after relations between the two nations had nosedived sharply after the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, a pro-Khalistan Canadian Sikh leader, in June 2023. Now, after years of strained ties between both the nations, Mark Carney's visit is expected to test whether both countries can in fact move beyond a pretty sour past and usher in a new chapter in bilateral cooperation. And our correspondent Disha Yadav has been tracking the story very closely for us, and it centers this report. Let's listen.
Well, that is right. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney has landed in India's financial capital city Mumbai on Friday afternoon, marking his first official visit to India. In fact, this is seen as a huge significant visit because it is being viewed as Canada's efforts to restore bilateral ties with India and also explore and unlock new trade opportunities when it comes to nuclear power, oil, as well as critical minerals. And in Mumbai, he's going to be here for the next 2 days. He is staying at the Taj Mahal Palace here in Mumbai. And tomorrow it is going to be quite a busy and a key engagement day for him, where he will be consulting and meeting, also participating in several events. It is going to be a power-packed 4-day official India tour for the Canadian Prime Minister. With video journalist Siddesh, this is Disha reporting here for WION from Mumbai.